Do you wonder just who's who on the scene at Koala Gardens each month? Well, every day is an adventure for me, and every month it's so interesting to see how many I manage to find. In today's video, let me show you just a little of what I saw around the property during March. Please make sure that you do hit the like button on this video and subscribe so that you never miss out on anything koala. Do you know who that is? That is our fabulous youngest koala on the property, Elmo. And he's in the same tree as his mum Ellie, but they're quite separate from each other and they're way up high. And I want to acknowledge the Widjabul Waible people of the Bundjalung Nation, on whose land I'm so proud to live, work and play. I'm going to put them here in alphabetical order just because that's easier for me. You know who that is? That's our fabulous little fella, Astra. One of the days he was way high up in the biggest tree at the very top of the property, and that's about all I got to see of him. But it was definitely him. And you know what? Just one day during March, Eddie came back to visit. Yes, Eddie, the Joey of Ellie from last year. It was so exciting to see him. Look at how big and healthy he's looking. And Miss Egwene, she is always curled up in the top parts of the trees. I rarely see her down anywhere low. This was one of the days that I, for a change, found her awake. You can see it's quite breezy, and I think that she was probably about to head for something to eat. Will you get that leaf out of the way? Oh, that's better. I do like to see her beautiful eyes. She's got such a big round face, and you know, the bigger she's getting, the more she reminds me of Ellie a lot of the time. It was quite wet during a lot of March, and this particular morning I came along. Yeah, that is one soaking wet koala ready to wring out like a sponge. Koala Gardens is a wildlife sanctuary that's on a private property. So I dedicate a lot of my time voluntarily and my whole property to creating beautiful habitat to keep koalas going, because habitat is the key. All of my video is always free, but if you'd like to support me, there's lots of links below where you can get to some great ways of becoming part of the family. Patreon is definitely one of the best ways, with lots of options and lots of exclusive perks that you can take advantage of. Now this just cracked me up. This is Elmo and Ellie, and look at Elmo is pretty much sitting up on her head. That is just so typical of a youngster, isn't it? And in typical mum fashion, Ellie just, you know, she just takes it all in her stride. Just says, oh yeah, not too much longer. He'll grow up. He'll go away. It'll be over. And when I zoom back out, you can see that all of these things happen up in the very tops of the trees. Miss Ellie certainly has quite a lovely big round butt, and you know what? That is a compliment when we're talking about koalas. Big butts means healthy koalas, and that's what we want. Elmo, for such a small fella, is developing a pretty big butt of his own. Isn't he an absolute delight? I could just look at this fellow all day long. He is gorgeous. Well done, Ellie. And do you know who this is? This not very good light, I'm sorry, when I was taking this bit of video, but that's our boy Hope. He is soaking wet. The trees are soaking wet. We really did get some deluges during March. You can see he's just about dried out in this particular photo, and he is as healthy as can be. and he's moved around the property quite a lot more during March. I wonder if it's because the breeding season has finally easing off and maybe Valentine's giving him a break. I'm just always delighted when I see the sheer size of Onyx. It's really hard to see her with all of that sort of scrappy bits of twigs in front of her. But even with all of that, you can just see she is huge. She is, I don't know if she's a young girl or if she's a mature girl, but she's a big girl, and I love this bit of koala behaviour. You see how this is what koalas do, is they smell every leaf before they eat them. Now those leaves that she had just then were not actually the leaves of the tree she was in. That was a bit of a vine that was crawling up the tree. So smart girl, that one was not food. She's usually only here 1 or 2 days each week, so I don't get a lot of photos and video of her, but I love it every time she comes along. And I bet you know that nose pattern. Can't miss it, can you? Our beautiful, cool as a cucumber Valentine. He moves around all over the property, but he was here quite a lot during March. He's just maturing into a really beautiful big boy and has taken his place as the alpha of the property. So that means that he says you should never miss an opportunity for a good bit of grooming. Always keep yourself looking your best if you want to get the best of the girls. That's the koala way. And guess what? You've done it. You've made it to the end of yet another Koala Gardens video. So to finish off, as we look at my favourite photo of the month, the roundness and size of Valentine, would you take a moment to write into the comments below, all the gang's here. Thanks so much for watching. There's a lot more great video coming your way soon. And you know, another way you can support what I'm doing here is anytime you're thinking about a new t-shirt or a hoodie, or you want a gift for a friend, hop over to my Redbubble store. There are so many different designs that give you gorgeous items. They're all sustainably printed. You're helping the planet, you're helping koalas. It's a win-win all the way around, no matter which way you look at it.